friends, today I will discuss the two-point starter construction, fundamental equations of DC series motor and its relation with the speed, then operation of the starter, then applications of this starter, then disadvantages and advantages. First, let me discuss about the various components of the DC series motor two-point starter. This is the two-point starter various components. So why we call this as two-point starter? Why not 4-point or 3-point starter? The reason is this starter will have only two terminals. One is L, the other is A. This terminal L is going to be connected to the positive terminal of the DC supply, whereas this terminal A will be connected to the DC series motor. Since these two terminals are present in this starter, so we call this as two-point starter. Then coming to this component, this is called the overload release, and this is the armature carrying the triangular soft iron, and this is the spring connected to the arm. This is also called lever arm. So its function is to keep this lever in the off position when the supply is not connected to the motor and when it is not moved to this position. Next, it carries, so this arm also carries a soft iron piece like this. Then this is called the starter resistance, which are in the form of several sections. This is one section, this is another section, this is another, this is another. So this is the starting point of this starter resistor. This point is called 1, this is stud number 1, this is stud number 2, this is stud number 3, and this point is called the on position. And this is called the no volt release coil or no volt release component. So this carries a coil like this, and it operates, or it keeps this iron piece in hold position when the supply is given to the motor and when the lever is moved up to this point. Suppose supply is suddenly switched off. In that case, this cannot maintain the magnetism and the spring will bring this lever back to the off position like this. Similarly, suppose the motor is carrying more than the normal current. In that case, the current flowing through this will be maximum, and because the same current flows through this also, so this magnet will attract this soft iron or lever upwards. Once it moves upwards, automatically these contacts will come in contact with this lever. Once these two terminals come in contact with this soft iron, so automatically this coil will get short circuited. That is, the voltage available across this will become 0. So it loses magnetism. So once it loses magnetism, automatically this lever will be brought back to the off position due to the spring action backwards. Now let me consider the fundamental equations of the DC series motor, which relates to the speed of the DC series motor. This is the DC series motor armature, and this is the DC series motor field winding, which is connected in series with the armature, and this whole motor is connected across the DC supply, whose value applied voltage or supply voltage is called capital V, and the current that flows through the armature or through the DC series motor we call as IA, and this current is also called the current flowing through the series field winding. The resistance of the series field winding is very small. Similarly, the armature resistance is also very small. We know from the DC motors, the back EMF is given by phi Zn by 60 into P by A, where phi is the flux produced by the field winding and Z is the number of conductors in the armature and N is the speed of the motor and P is the number of poles and A is the number of parallel paths, 60 is the constant value. So for this motor when we consider, so except flux and the speed and rest of the terms are constant, so we can write the back EMF is equal to K into phi into N. So we can say the back EMF is directly proportional to the product of the flux and the speed. So we can also write the KVL equation for this circuit so that we can get V is equal to IARA plus IA into RSE plus EB, where RSE is the series field winding resistance. And then we can further write this EB equation like this. EB is equal to V minus IA into RA plus RSE. So we replace now EB with K phi N like this. So we get K phi N is equal to V minus IA into RA plus RSE. So then from this we can calculate what is the speed. So that is N is equal to V minus IA into RA plus RSE divided by K phi. So from this equation we can observe that flux is directly proportional to the armature current and it is inversely proportional to the speed. So we can write the armature current equation like this. IA is equal to V minus EB divided by RA plus RSE. So since the armature resistance and the series field winding resistance is small, so at the beginning the back EMF is 0 because the speed of the motor is 0, the back EMF will be 0. So the armature current is high. So once the armature current is high, then we can say the flux is high. Once the flux is high means the speed is low. Now to reduce this field current or armature current, so we have to use external resistance to safeguard this motor. So whatever the external resistance that we connect with the motor, we call that as starter, and that starter we call as 2-point starter here. Now coming to the operation of the 2-point starter, so when supply is given to this starter, that is L is connected to the positive terminal of the DC supply and A is connected to the series motor, and here we have the lever. So this is initially in the off position. Now we have to move this lever slowly from off position to the position of resistor. So once this lever is moved manually up to here, then the total resistance will be connected in series with the DC series motor, and so it draws the less armature current. And once we move from this position to this position, the starting resistance slightly reduces by one step like this. Then we move slowly to this position. Then these two parts will be reduced. Then it moves here and then it moves here. Means it will be moved here up to here. So once this lever comes here, the net resistance connected to the DC series motor reduces and the current drawn by this is more, So the same current flows through this no volt release coil. So that current produces a strong magnetic field, and so that this lever, because at this position, and its soft iron piece will be locked with this no volt coil magnet. So the motor continues to operate, and by this time the motor also reaches its maximum back EMF. Suppose at this position the supply is suddenly fails to the motor. In that case, the current flowing through this coil becomes zero. Once the current becomes zero, its magnetic capacity becomes zero. Once the magnetic capacity becomes zero, it cannot hold this armature or the soft iron in this position. Instead, it will loses its position on this. But this lever has a spring, and this spring will work in the opposite direction. That is, it moves this lever to the left side. That is, it will bring back the lever to the off position like this. Suppose when the lever is moved from here to this position and the supply is available, but due to some reason or the load connected to the DC series motor is high, in that case the current that flows from the supply to this overload release coil will be more. In that case, the same current will also flows through this no volt release coil. So the magnetization of this overload release coil is more. So the lever here, the triangular iron piece, soft iron piece, will move upwards because of the strong magnetic field exerted by the overload release coil. So it moves upwards. Once it moves upwards, automatically the terminals of the no volt release coils, which are connected like this, will touch this magnet or this soft iron piece. So once these two terminals will touch this iron piece, then these two terminals will short circuit this no volt release coil. So once this no volt release coil is short circuited, means the voltage available across this coil will become zero. Once the voltage across this will become zero, so it cannot keep this lever in this position. It loses magnetism over this lever, and here we have the spring. That spring will bring this lever from this position to this off position, so that the motor is protected from the high inrush current or a high load current or more or overload current flowing through this motor, which damages the motor. So when the motor is connected to the DC series motor, so here I have shown only no volt release coil, overload release coil is not shown. So it will be like this, that A is going to be connected to this motor like this, and this L will be connected to the DC supply positive terminal like this. And when we go to the components of the 2-point starter, real components, it appears like this. This is the spring, so which forms one stud, that is a resistor. This is nothing but one resistor of the starter. So like this, several resistors are connected in series, and each resistor end point will have the stud, that is called stud 1, stud 2, stud 3, like this. And this is what I shown. This is the overload release coil. So it has the iron piece, and over that there is a copper coil wound over it, and this is the soft iron piece which carries the triangular soft iron piece, and this is the lever which is normally in this position, that is off position, and this is the no volt release coil. This is also soft iron piece which carries number of turns over it, and this will have the two terminals like this, which are used when overload current flows through this motor. And this lever also carries soft iron. So when it comes here, so in this gap, this no volt release coil will lock this iron piece, this lever in this position. And these are the studs, means between this and this one resistor, between this and this one resistor, this will between this two another resistor. So up to here we find like this. So coming to the disadvantage, so this starter can be used only for a DC series motor, not for other motors. And coming to the advantage, its cost is much less compared to the 3-point starter and 4-point starter. And coming to the application of this DC series motor, it is used in the places where high starting torque is necessary. This is used in traction system